Hi guys, Hellville here. Obviously different background, different equipment. Um, Let me know if you can hear me. I think it should be working just fine. I tested it,
I
but
think it should be working.
I think it is. Okay, so if you heard that echo, that was my own YouTube situation. Okay, so sound is working. Okay, so I made notes from the hearing. So I'm just going to essentially read the notes. Um, Ultimately, if you want a little TLDR, the judge agreed to what Queen Jennifer was suggesting. Hi, Henrietta. Hello. Hey, Wallace. Hey, Teresa. How's it going, guys? Um, Hellville here. Welcome to Hellville on the road. I actually thought I have like a rainbow microphone, by the way. ADD. Anyway. Yeah, so I'll just go through my notes now. So I actually couldn't get the speakers to work for hey Adam, how you doing? I couldn't get the speakers to work for the first like 13 minutes. So I missed whatever was said in those 13 minutes. So where it picked up was well, also it started a little bit after anyway, so it's probably more like somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. But I was obviously having a heart attack. Anyway, so it picked up where Queen Jennifer was like, Terry Dake was looking into their assets, businesses that are co-owned by Ms. Owens and possibly Ron as well with Laura. And she reached out to him to ask what his professional opinion was regarding the preferences, if there are any assets that they could conceive of possibly actually working in their favor to convert to a Chapter 7. But the judge was like surprised to hear that the businesses were co-owned by the debtor's daughter, who was also obviously a debtor in her own case. So there is that. So then Giaima was like, there are concerns based on the financial situation that the conversion doesn't make sense. It would be a burden. I love that she said that too. It would be a burden to a Chapter 7 trustee to actually liquidate everything. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? To liquidate everything and then, take care of all their estate and all that stuff. So it doesn't make any sense. And dismissal with the 2-year bar is the best way to handle it because of the bad faith. This is the best part. And I quoted it. I quoted it. There was a lot of bad faith due to that. That's why we should have a longer bar on the refiling, because this is one of the worst I've seen in terms of misstatements, misrepresentations. So I asked Ms. Judge to do that, especially since the Owens have basically stipulated to that agreement, which is actually surprising to me. I didn't realize that they stipulated. I don't know if they stipulated in writing or not. Maybe it was just in informal conversations with Queen Jennifer. I'm not sure. But the judge basically said, so that was the end of what Queen Jennifer wanted to say. And then the judge was like, I know there are a lot of people here on the Zoom. Does anyone want to appear? So I assume she's basically like, are there any creditors essentially that want to talk and possibly put their case forward for whichever way they agree to? I assume. I'm not sure. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney. I don't know. I know the only things I know about bankruptcy are basically from Big Tip Dog. So thank you to her for the education. And then sometimes after hours respawn in the comments. I really, really, really need him to come out of retirement and do like a collab with Big Tip Dog. Yeah, and maybe Hear Me Out. Like maybe it could be a 3-way collab or something. But because Hear Me Out is, I believe he's an accountant. So I think he knows like a decent amount about this financial stuff as well. So I would love to see all the collabs, honestly. Love it. So, all the bad faith. No one spoke. No one, I guess there were no creditors on the line or whatever, but I mean, if they're reading the paperwork, then they know that this is probably going to be dismissed and they can start going after them right after it's been dismissed. So that's really good, obviously. And then the judge is like, to the Owens, tell me about your opinion on the 2-year bar. It was represented in the record that there was a stipulation and agreement with that barring period. And the Owens were like, we had informal conversations. It's their favorite thing to say, I think. Informal conversations. They said that a lot in the hearing, the phone hearing. Informal conversations, specifically about the GoFundMe. It was just informal conversations with a friend, or was it family, or former friend? Who knows? It's all a question mark. But these people are crazy and not very bright. But anyway, and we were willing to go with that. We hope we're never in this situation again. So trying to explore options available to us to modify the mortgage and come to agreements outside of the bankruptcy court. I mean, good luck. What have you done to show any kind of faith that you will catch up on your mortgage or anything like that? Everyone hydrate. It's like extra dry here anyway. There's no humid heat here. Hey, Teresa. It sounded like Queen Jennifer wanted it off her desk no matter what. Truth be damned. Yeah. So true. Definitely. She definitely, I think, did not want to deal with this any longer, which I think is fair, because she's basically like, this is not for bankruptcy court. This needs a different kind of court. Hey, Lori, how you doing? So that was fun. That was fun. Sorry, I like switched the times on you guys like at the last second. I was just like, while I'm here and the hearing really wasn't that long, I was like, let me just go live now. A, to break the news, because that's how I roll, and B, because I'm just like, I have the time right now, and then I want to go to the pool. So I want to go to the pool. So I am making this relatively quick as well. So sorry, but anyway. I don't know what they have shown to the mortgage company that would make them come to any other agreement outside of bankruptcy court as far as like paying the rest of the arrearages. It's like, how are they going to? They don't have enough money to pay that back. I know they make a lot of money per month, but clearly, as it shows, they haven't been able to pay for anything besides Laura's attorneys, in my opinion, allegedly. So anyway, after washing money through Sarah, in my opinion, allegedly, I'm allowed to have an opinion. And again, I am not a financial expert. I am not a bankruptcy expert. I'm an expert in a certain field, actually a few different fields, and that's it. So, yeah, so take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure Big Tip Dog will do her little recap as well, and kind of give the actual real, really excellent financial, commentary. Hear me out. Oh, hey, hear me out. Hey, I will collab with anyone who wants to hear me talk. Yes, I am an accountant, but more focused on the numbers aspects. But as an accountant, you probably know a lot more about this financial situation than like pretty much anyone else on this case, like other than like maybe Big Tip Dog and After Hours Respawn. But a collab between you guys would be so truly excellent. Oh my God, I want to see it. Also, I'm willing to collab as well. But yeah, so I would love to see the collabs, 100%. So let's see. And I hope Sharon's not here, because I do say a lot of ums and uhs, and she doesn't like that. So fuck you, Sharon. Anyway, she's a terrible person. There's no need to be mean to people. It pisses me off. Anyway, I did a whole rant on that on my last live. So then the judge basically was like, good luck. Good luck with modifying the work. Good luck. Good luck on that, working outside of bankruptcy court to try to like get yourself out of the situation. I love that she said that. It was so excellent. Cindy said collabs are always fun. Yes, I love them. I do. I love all the collabs. I love seeing all my favorite content creators, and hear me out. I've loved your videos on this case so far. I'm so excited that you're covering it. And you actually need to give your listeners homework, because some of them aren't really into the case, and I think it's because they don't understand how psychotic this case is. Like, they all need to listen to the Love Trapped podcast. It's such a good intro into all the crazy behind the scenes, and it's a hook. So maybe like it'll get them more, into it, and understand how crazy this case, cuckoo bananas, whatever. Adam says, did you watch Bacon's live today? It was fucking YouTube gold. I haven't yet. I was out registering at the conference to get my badge and all that stuff. So I haven't gotten a chance to yet, but I'm definitely going to watch it later, probably like before I go to sleep. I'll watch it. So I also have some work crap that I have to do. Me. Hear me out said, I can explain how it's possible for a stranger to easily go in and find where all your money is. Really going despite the attempts to lie. Yes, I love it. I want all that expert info. Teresa said, do we hear the foreclosure was extended 30 days to November, but that would be October? I didn't hear. So if they said that in the first 13 minutes, I was having an issue with my audio. I couldn't get the audio. And I finally got it fixed about 13 minutes in. So if they said that in the first 13 minutes, I don't know. I'll have to go back and listen to the audio when it comes out, officially. So there's that. Hello Sheeps. She said, I hope someone investigates these people further. Well, I think Queen Jennifer has made it really, really clear that there is stuff to go after them for. It's just not going to be in bankruptcy court. She doesn't want this in bankruptcy court. There's no point in having trustees on the case. So, because they're not going to get anything out of these people. It needs to be adjudicated in a different way, not in bankruptcy court. So that was basically the opinion of Queen Jennifer, which I agree with. That's fine. I just hope that it happens. I hope people do go after them because they deserve to be gone after, so that these people can get their money back, especially her brother. Oh my God. Anyway, Julie said, yep, November. Okay. I really wanted it was supposed to be September. Yeah, if it's another 30 days, why would it be extended all the way to November? That doesn't make sense. The math doesn't math. It doesn't math. Adam said, Love Trapped was awesome. Every episode was like Christmas. I agree. And a lot of people that have been following this case for a long time, especially since the beginning, were very protective of the case, because there have been a few people that have tried to report on it, but have gotten a lot of stuff wrong. And so when the podcast first came out, some people were pretty skeptical, and everyone, as far as I know, there wasn't anyone that disliked it. There wasn't anyone that was she got it all wrong. She got everything right. In my opinion, since I've been following since day one, she got it right. She got it so right. And every single episode does feel like Christmas. It really does. It does. Teresa said it was scheduled for September 29th. Oh, okay. So maybe they couldn't do it on Halloween, I guess. So it's probably early November now. Is that what it is? Oh, Hear Me Out said, I thought I heard 90 days. I thought I heard 30. So the Owens, the judge basically said, I don't know why this scrolled around further, but the judge said, engaging with the mortgage company and others, have you been engaging with the mortgage company and other creditors to resolve outstanding claims? And the Owens were like, yes, we appreciated your suggestion working with the mortgage modification program, but it looks like that program only exists when you're in active bankruptcy court. Eek! So I guess that mortgage modification program is going to be essentially dropped after this dismissal, which just happened. But yeah, it appears once it's dismissed, the process goes away. So trying to work directly with the mortgage company, and in response to the latest communications with them, they'll respond within 30 days. So maybe that's why they moved out the foreclosure date more. Okay, so they're extending their time until they respond. Maybe they're trying to see if this was going to be dismissed. I'm not really sure. I don't know why they would wait 30 days to respond. Maybe, I mean, it says within 30 days, so I guess they could respond sooner than that. But anyway, maybe they're wanting to work behind the scenes to resolve it. Honestly, I doubt it. Like, who here thinks that there is a way that they can resolve this? Because I personally do not think there's a way they can resolve this. They don't, and per TIF, let the house go. They don't make enough money for the house. They don't. It's very simple, period. They don't make enough money for the house with all of their expenses, especially their mooch leech daughter, Laura Michelle Owens, the piece of shit herself. In my opinion, she's a piece of shit, and I'm allowed to say that because I am allowed to have an opinion. So there's that. Out for the holidays. Yeah, right? They're gonna be homeless for the holidays. Oh no, how terrible. I suspect they're gonna move in with Sarah and Christian, or at least try to, or maybe get an apartment near them or something. I don't know. I guess it might depend on if Laura actually, when she goes to trial or whatever. Hear me out, shrugged. Oh, okay, it's still highlighting Lori's comment on my YouTube. It's behind, there's latency. Cindy said no way that they're going to trial, or no way they can afford to fix this outside of bankruptcy court, because I don't think they can. They don't make enough money to, in my opinion. Allegedly. I love when Tiff says that. I might need to make a t-shirt that has big Tiff Dogs logo, and then in my opinion, allegedly. Anyway, the Owens then said, oh yeah, and so the judge basically said good luck with that, and she did not answer. She did not say anything about how the modification program ends when bankruptcy is dismissed. So the Owens were regarding the GoFundMe, we wanted to stress that no promises were made to donors, and it's an effort with culmination of Ron's 5 decades on the air. Yeah, mooching off of the 5 decades of people that supported you for fraudulent purposes, basically saying this is for medical reasons. We're in debt and we're in financial trouble, because frankly, when you bring up medical stuff in a GoFundMe, people think it's for medical bills. It's very clear, at least to me, in my brain, it's very clear that when you bring up the word medical in any way, people will think, even if it doesn't say specifically that the money would be going to medical bills, it leads people to believe that that's what it is. That's what the debt is from, and they need to pay it off, and this, that, and the other. And who's the guy? I know here. I know Bacon was reading yesterday the GoFundMe comments and the GoFundMe. Some people are really on. It looks almost like bi-weekly as opposed to monthly. What's the guy's name that is donating $50 a month or $50 every 2 weeks or something like that? Maybe it's Dennis or Craig or something. Someone needs to reach out to that guy and tell him this is not helping anything. Yeah, Cindy said no way to keep the house. Exactly. Let it go. Let it go. Per TIF. Let it go. Just get rid of it. Seriously. LL Cool Blom. Why can't I read? Blom, I think. LL Cool Blom. I like the name. Said, and his medical insurance pays for almost everything, unlike their Macy's insurance. Does Macy's sell insurance now? I think that's where they got all the chocolate bars from Macy's. They sell Godiva and stuff. Maybe that's what they're spending all their money on in Macy's. I don't know. It's wild. Cindy said Craig. Yeah, Craig. Okay. I don't know why I thought Dennis. There might have been another donor named Dennis or something. Someone donated like $500. People need to reach out to these people. My God. They should sue GoFundMe because GoFundMe was informed that this was a fraudulent GoFundMe by members of the JF Bolo community. And, or if they want to call it a cult, whatever, it's not the correct definition. Everyone hydrate. So, since GoFundMe decided to keep it up and didn't take it down despite being told that it is fraudulent by many people, for the online schmear campaign, they should have taken it down and they didn't. So I think that the people who donated should sue. Yes, I do really like that Craig's last name is Riddle. It's so cool. I feel like is he related to Tom Riddle? Harry Potter reference if you don't know. Hear Me Out said, in my opinion, anyone donating to the GoFundMe is purposely putting their heads in the sand. A simple Google search tells you that everything you need to know, that they're dishonest. Yes, because we actually did mess, as a community, we did mess with the SEO so that we could get the news out. And there's another woman named Laura Owens who is an artist, and I feel so bad for her. She was actually, for a while, the first one that comes up when you put in, like, Laura Michelle Owens, or Laura Owens, not Michelle, Laura Owens in Google. She was, like, the first person that came up for a while. And then, like, now, definitely not. There's so many news outlets reporting on this now. Thank God, finally. Wanda said, get rid of the retired horses and all those expenses. Yeah, it's also not fair to the horses. They're on this teeny tiny little patch of property. It's like, Tiff said, like a quarter of an acre based on the layout of their property and like where their house is and stuff and the pool and everything. So like these giant creatures, these giant, majestic, beautiful creatures are all squished into like a sardine can on their property. Like, someone call animal services or something, because that is not fair to them. I really hope that they're being ridden on those trails and stuff that are in the area. Yeah, Cindy, schmear campaign. Wait, hold on one sec, guys. You too can be a proud member of the fake online schmear campaign. Go to my store, hellvillehere.myspreadshop.com. And yes, that is a picture of a bagel that I ate because I'm a New Yorker and we have bagels everywhere and I love bagels. So that is a bagel with schmear. A bagel with schmear that I took a picture of and then ate. So join the schmear campaign today. Yeah, the horses, they definitely need to go. Nelson Riddle, showing my age. Teresa said, in the Owens verse, the mortgage company will accept a candy bar as a down payment for the refreshing of the original price. Oh my God. I can't imagine that they would want to work with them. They haven't paid their mortgage in like over a year, right? It's been since like February, I think, because they paid something in May, but then it was like reversed. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember like all the exact details on that, but it's wild. Hear Me Out said, or sell them for glue. No. Oh, no, I love animals. I don't want them to go for glue. But also, they keep saying they're like 7 retired horses. Do we know that they're retired? They might be renting them out and they just only reported Frosted Flakes. Like, do we know that they're retired? Because everything these people self-report is usually a lie. Or maybe the dog food factory pays some bills. They have so many dogs. Get rid of the dogs. Don't get rid of them, but I think they mostly adopt senior dogs. They should have just done that for a living, like run a rescue. I know rescues don't make a lot of money, but like they should have just run a rescue instead of all of that. Yeah, Lori, exactly. Poor horses. I feel so bad for them. By the way, everyone relax. It's just a horse joke. I'm not anti-horse. Okay, good. I didn't think you're anti-horses. I figured it was just a bad joke, but I love animals too much to even joke about them becoming blue. But yeah, I appreciate the clarification. Koi Keho, I can't say that. Koi says, and you made me a suitable wife. I can offer 2 goats and a chicken for the blessing of your village elders. Maybe that's how they can marry Laura off. They can promise her and some horses as a dowry. Cindy said, if they're retired, how much is in their pension? Or how much is their pension? Oh, the horses, yeah. It's a negative pension because they're very expensive. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not $14,000 a month. I'll tell you that much. Hear Me Out says they've been running a rescue shelter for Laura for 36 years. Yes, they have. I think we can eliminate the first 18 years of her life because all parents are supposed to help their children and rescue their children for the first 18 years. But after that, like, dude, you gotta get some responsibility. It's ridiculous that they let her do this. It's absolutely insane. Hey, Leon. Leon is an amazing twat. Okay. Okay. Teresa said daily horse count via drone service if I were a PI or a nosy observer. Honestly, I think if I were one of the creditors, I would probably hire a PI to see if they are renting out those horses for services or something like trail riding or like, I don't know. But how do we know that they're retired? Because I certainly don't. I think they're doing stuff with them. So, Cindy said they spent it all, so it's $0. Yeah, exactly. So where was I? They're taking advantage of his audience of 5 decades, waving around their fake celebrity status that means nothing to people in Arizona because you are only famous in San Francisco. Get over yourself. Anyway. Can you tell how I feel about these people? And this was an appeal for food and transportation and basics, and they're just grateful for the contributions. Okay, saying that you're grateful in a court hearing, sorry, the boobs are out today. Saying you're sorry in a court hearing, or saying you're grateful in a court hearing, it doesn't like make your fraud okay, your alleged fraud. It doesn't like take back that you basically made it sound like he has a bunch of medical bills even though everything is covered. So, in my opinion. Leon says, don't forget to like the stream. Yes, please, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Everyone, hit the like button. It's free. And if you're not subscribed and you like me and you don't mind my ums, uhs, and likes, so fuck you, Sharon, then please feel free to subscribe, also free. Please subscribe. But also like the stream, please. Teresa said the electric company has to hire a PA. Yes, they really should. They really should. I'm telling you, all these creditors should band together and all split, like Venmo each other or something for a PI. They could all split a PI. That's what I would do. Everyone hydrate. That's what I would do for sure. So Queen Jennifer said it's not necessary for the trustee to have a back and forth with them about the GoFundMe. We're not going to argue with you about your fraudulent your allegedly fraudulent GoFundMe. Oh, I love it. Leon says 8008, so basically pubes. In a calculator. Koi said, after allegations of inappropriate relations, I explained to the judge I was just helping the sheep over the fence. Yeah. Teresa said, why did I see the electric bill for that service? I wonder how much they actually owe the electric company. It's probably like many, many thousands of dollars at this point because they haven't paid it for how long? Am I in the aircraft hangar? No, I'm in a hotel room. That's why I don't have my awesome lava fiery background from Hellville. I also don't have my flags with me. I was thinking about bringing them, but then I was like, too much work. I do have a rainbow microphone, so I feel like that was enough. But you can't see it, I guess, with where it's placed. Maybe if I place it here. But yeah, I love rainbows, guys. I love rainbows. I like rainbow everything. All my stuff lights up and is rainbow. I love it. My mouse too. So anyway, I'm not in an aircraft hangar. I am in a hotel room. Koi said, nice Motel 6 room. Does the bed accept quarters? No. It accepts hundreds. Okay, so Queen Jennifer said it's not necessary for the trustee to have a back and forth with them about the allegedly fraudulent GoFundMe, the pleading speaks for itself. The pleading that she put in that explained and laid out every single reason she thought it was fraudulent. I love it. I love it so much. So it's not an issue to be resolved here, so I'll leave it alone. The judge said that the court, is it okay if the court signs a minute entry with basically the decision and the stipulation and all of that stuff, as opposed to like a whole formal order and all of that? And Queen Jennifer agreed to that, and then the judge also asked the Owens if they were okay with that as well, and they also agreed to that. They thought that was fine. All of us would be sitting in the dark. Yeah, exactly. Everyone else would have their power cut, but these people somehow just keep skating away and also still send their daughter to Barry's. I want Barry's taken away. I want it taken away. I want her to be miserable because she should be. She caused so many people so much misery. I don't appreciate that in any way, shape, or form, and I want her to start suffering. That sounds mean, but whatever. I'm mean to her. I don't like her. She's a piece of shit. So I want Laura to suffer. She's made these men suffer so much. And again, I've met all these men and they're like the nicest people. Greg is a little spicier and I like that. He's funny. And his wife Ashley is so sweet too. Also a little feisty, but Mike, Danielle, they're amazing. They're so sweet. They're so nice. You know, it's just like really upsetting that she hurt so many people and she is sitting here la-di-da. I'm going to continue on with my life, spending thousands and thousands of dollars going to 5 bajillion Barry's classes and like getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. I can't believe that Barry still lets her work out there, because literally it's like a liability. A big liability. Like she could faint, she could get hurt, she could drop weights on herself. I don't know how Barry's works, but it's actually crazy. Leon said there's a discussion in the UK about AC. That's what it sounds like. Nah. Oh, can you guys hear the AC? I'm so sorry. It's very loud, but it's too hot to turn it off. So it's like 115 degrees outside, I think, right now. And I want to go to the pool, so. Queen Jennifer said that in court. Said which? What are you referring to? That she doesn't want to have a back and forth with them about the GoFundMe, because yes, she said that. And the pleading speaks for itself and it's not an issue to be resolved here, so I'll leave it alone. Yes, she said that. You'll hear it when the audio comes out, I promise. But yeah, like I said, I took notes. I took notes. So the judge asked if it was okay for her to just sign a minute entry with the order, and she, they both the Owens and Queen Jennifer agreed. I look older than 27. Okay. How old do I look? 28? 29? I heard 26 earlier today, and I'm just like, how do people not see, especially in person? Maybe you can't see on the camera and whatever. I don't have a filter on or anything. I have like some loose skin under my chin and whatever. I'm never gonna touch it or anything, but whatever. Still beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Okay, so they both agreed that it's okay for the minute entry to be the court order. Queen Jennifer said she was stating clearly that as long as it was stating clearly the agreement, like the stipulation, and clearly they're here and on camera and on the record saying that they agree and stipulate to the dismissal with prejudice with the 2-year bar of refiling anything in bankruptcy court. So she thought that was fine, especially since it's like on the record and they're here and you can see them agreeing to it and all that fun stuff. But something on the record, she wants something, but she was like, but should we put something more formal on the record in case another case is filed, there's something stating it and it's clear on the record. So I think she just basically wanted to make sure that even a minute entry would come up as like a formal thing, I guess. I'm not totally sure, as not a lawyer, not a judge, not a bankruptcy expert. I'm not 100% sure. So if anyone knows, tell me. Yes, okay, yeah, she said those things, and yes, it was awesome. It was great. It was great. 24 what? Oh, I look 24, thank you. Thank you. Guys, I'm 38. I'm Sarah's age. Sarah Navarro. Oh, Sarah Navarro Owens Navarro, whatever the fuck her name is. I'm her age, I believe. I think she's 38. Anyway, Leon said, would you rather have an American or English? I wish I had an English accent, but like a posh one. Not like a Cockney one. Or a northern one or anything like that, but like a posh English accent would be nice. Jennifer, hello. Jennifer said, if Laura was serious about fitness, she could have set up a personal home gym, less money than Barry's, and no driving to save money on gas. She's going to Barry's for the status and the public spotlight, 100%, especially with the taking a picture with the little cardboard thingamajig that says how many classes she's taken. She wants the attention, 100%. She wants the attention. I just want it taken away from her. I want her to suffer. I want her to be depressed. I want her to feel some of the suffering that she caused for everyone else. Especially for even people in this community. A lot of people in this community got drawn into this case because of the stuff they've been through, the stuff that she has claimed she's been through that she was 100% wrong about. So she's made a lot of people suffer, and I want her to suffer. I think there should be retribution for shitty behavior. How old is Sarah Boone? She won't tell me. I have no idea how old she is, but I'm sure she has to have her birth date on all the court stuff. So you probably find out. I don't know much about Sarah Boone, honestly. So it's too many Sarahs. My goodness. Cindy said, you're a year older than my son. Okay. Leon said, can I be your stalker? Apparently you've not made it till you have a stalker. I've already had a few stalkers way before I started streaming. So, I mean, you could add yourself to the list if you want, but just don't come to New York, okay? I don't want to call the cops. I've done it once and it's not fun. Okay, so Queen Jennifer just wanted to make sure that it was stated clearly about the 2-year bar. The Owens agreed to the minute entry as formal dismissal. The judge made her ruling. It was a lengthy ruling and it was wonderful. And she said that she agreed to the dismissal with prejudice with a bar of filing in bankruptcy court, any bankruptcy court, for 2 years. The court finds cause to dismiss. The sound cut out for a second, so I wasn't sure what she was saying. But when it came back in, I deduced that she was probably saying that they didn't satisfy the Chapter 11 rules. And it's clear that there's no reasonable likelihood that the case can move forward to successful reorganization within a reasonable period of time. I loved it. I loved every second of it. She was obviously like insulting them because they're idiots. In my opinion, allegedly. Dismissal is in the best interest of the creditors and the estate. And she considered the scope and the assets with the potential transfers and claims. It would be difficult and costly for a Chapter 7 trustee to make anything happen in Chapter 7 within a reasonable time and reasonable cost. So the prejudice with the bar of 2 years was agreed to, and it's extraordinary due to the conduct cause exists to grant the bar due to significant failures to comply with Chapter 11, and dismissal without prejudice would be disrespect to the bankruptcy process, basically. I'm not sure if that's exactly what she said, or I maybe paraphrased a little bit, but either way, she said that, or she said something very similar. Dismissal without prejudice would be disrespectful to the bankruptcy process, and the court is persuaded by the mistakes, possible representations, justifies the 2-year bar is appropriate. And that's pretty much where the ruling kind of ended. So that was pretty much it, guys. And again, I didn't get to hear the first 13 minutes. Again, I think it started a little bit after, so it was probably more like somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, as opposed to 13 whole minutes. But I missed the very beginning, so I'm excited for the audio to come out so I can hear the beginning part of it. Or if anyone else had their sound working and they talk about it, like Big Tip Dog or whomever. Lori said that Barry's membership is the hill you're willing to die on. Yes, I think they actually are. And hey, at Barry's, she might die. I mean, she is so malnourished and thin. And by the way, when you are that malnourished and that anorexic and or bulimic, your bones actually become, what's the word? Less strong, I guess. So she could much more easily break bones and stuff like that. I mean, it's very dangerous. I'm still very surprised that they even let her come in. I mean, I personally, if I was working at that Barry's, I would not. Tony, hello dear, says it would be a complete and utter letdown. It was a complete and utter letdown. I didn't think the judge was insulting, and even the queen was low-key. The Owens once again got away with murder. I don't think they got away with it though, because now all the creditors can come after them. So JP Morgan gonna sue again. Hopefully Bank of America will come after them. I really hope her brother comes after them. I really, really do. I want her brother to demolish them. These people are horrible humans and they cause so much pain to other people, so I don't have any sympathy for them whatsoever, none. Tony said it was so anticlimactic. Yeah, it seemed anticlimactic, but again, it's kind of almost like the beginning of a movie. It's going to get very, very dramatic, I believe. I think all these banks and creditors are going to sue them for money. And maybe even GoFundMe might sue them for fraud if they get claims back, if these supporters ever wake the fuck up about their donations and stuff. So Hear Me Out said, I have my full Sarah Boone playlist available. Oh yes. Some people in my chats have been saying for a little while about Sarah Boone. I just don't know enough about the case to talk about it. I know she threw her boyfriend down the stairs in a suitcase when she was high, and he died. I don't really know, and she filmed it because she's an idiot. That's pretty much what I know. I don't even know how accurate my understanding is, so I'll definitely go back and watch your playlist for sure. And I did see it popped up on my For You, and you were wearing a wig, so I thought that was very funny. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So it's on my list. I hit the save button for later. So Koi said, I'm 92 but can still drink an entire case of beer and never use the restroom when I get my Depends on. Okay. They sell Depends. Well, I guess you didn't say where you're from, but 92, wow, that's amazing. Mazel tov for making it that long. That's amazing. Leon said, I've decided not to take my meds for the last week. I've just got my gun license. Oh my God. You're allowed to have guns in Jersey? I know they're outlawed in the UK. I don't know about Jersey. It's part of the UK, isn't it? I'm not sure. Anyway, Tony said not so much as good old-fashioned tongue lashing from the judge. I think there was a little bit of tongue lashing. Let me pull up my notes again. I think it was purposely with some attitude when she said that the prejudice with the bar was agreed to, and because the circumstances were so extraordinary, I agree with the bar of 2 years, because these people made had significant failures to comply with Chapter 11. I thought that was subtly insulting, and due to the conduct, the cause exists to grant the bar without and a dismissal without prejudice with the bar. A dismissal without prejudice would disrespect the bankruptcy process. Oh, I loved it. It was so underhandedly snarky. It was great, in my opinion. But yeah, so Teresa said, and in the best interest of Queen Jennifer, so she can close her file, not report to the IRS, and not suggest the judge to do so. I have low confidence in them doing Amada. I think Queen Jennifer might have tipped off the IRS to look into them. They haven't filed their taxes, and they're taking advantage of literally everything and everyone. And if they did file their taxes, they were incorrect, especially for like gross income, because apparently they don't understand what that is. Obviously, it was like for the purposes of manipulation in this court, but you know, maybe they do understand what it is. They just want to pretend that they don't understand what it is, so they have plausible deniability. I don't know, but oh, Jersey loves koi. Okay. Cindy said brittle. Yes. Thank you. Her bones become, when you are that malnourished due to anorexia and or bulimia, your bones do become extremely brittle. So you're much more likely to break something with not really much effort to break something. You know what I mean? Like it's it doesn't take as much to break something serious. So it's very dangerous, very, very dangerous. Yes, brittle bones, exactly, Mother Pugger, hello. Your nan passed at 93. Aw, last family, that's so sad. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Mother Pugger said, I think we were just used to the fireworks from last time, but this was just a different situation. It was a different situation, and I do think more stuff is coming. I really hope more stuff is coming. Maybe it's just me hoping for the best, but I do think maybe some stuff is coming down the pipeline for them. So anyone can report them to the IRS. Yeah, true. I mean, I'm personally not going to, but I'm excited to watch what happens next, because I do think the IRS will always come after their money, and they probably owe them a good amount. Tony said, did you hear the foreclosure now moved to November? So if that was in the first 13 minutes, I missed that because my audio was not working properly. I did hear in the chat that it moved to November. I just haven't heard it like with my ears yet. So that pisses me off, obviously, but whatever, who cares? Like, they're gonna get foreclosed on. It's very simple. They cannot make up all those arrearages in time, and they're not gonna get their mortgage modified either, in my opinion. Mother Pugger said, I think the charges could still be incoming, at least I hope so. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if they're gonna refer them criminally, hopefully, but I just want to see some consequences for this family. Like, they never seem to get any consequence. They take advantage of absolutely everything, and they never face any consequences. It actually drives me crazy. LL Cool Blom said, what about the blatant perjury? Will anyone come after them for that? Possibly. So Queen Jennifer, and maybe even the judge. I don't know if judges are allowed to do this in bankruptcy court, but she might also report them to, what is it? I think someone said in some chat that it would be the U.S. attorney that would potentially prosecute them for perjury. I mean, it's clear and egregious. It really is. So, you know, again, I want to see some consequences for this family. I think everyone does, in my opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think everyone wants to see some consequences. Mother Pucker said, I think the GoFundMe donors have to individually go after them. Yes, I think so too. Or maybe they can make a class action. How many people are needed for minimum for a class action? I think they meet, if they all did band together, I think they might meet the requirement for that. So, Tony said, I don't think the GoFundMe is going to do anything, but I would hope maybe the Arizona Attorney General might go after them for the GoFundMe. Yeah. Or GoFundMe could come after them for putting a fraudulent, you know, campaign or pitch. I can't believe she called it a pitch. Ugh. Good Lord. Anyway. Leon said, super mega hugs, Nan. Aw. Teresa said, does the IRS still offer a percentage finder fee? Oh, I have no idea. If they do, maybe I will report them. Hear Me Out said, thanks for covering the hearing. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I always get excited when other content creators are in my chat too, so. Teresa said, Laura Owens reported PS Studios to the Attorney General. Yeah, ooh, maybe we can make a campaign to the Attorney General to look into the egregious perjury in these bankruptcy filings and stuff. Betsy, hello Betsy, said the creditors meeting was so good that the hearing might seem low key, but I think you're correct. This is not going to end well for the Owens. At least that's my hope. Yeah. Fingers crossed. These are horrible humans and they enjoy torturing people. So I would like them to suffer. Maybe they'll all share a cell in federal prison for all the lying they've done in bankruptcy court. Tony said, to me, the judge wasn't remotely as stern with the Owens when she was in their first stay hearing. Yeah, I think because she agrees that it should be dismissed, and at first she really wanted the conversion, I believe. But after looking into everything, you know, most of their money, I guess, is in the house, which has liens against it for more than it's worth. And then, or liens or loans or mortgages, or I'm not entirely sure. I'm not an expert, but I think that's what Tiff said. And my ADD kicked in. I forgot what I was going to say. But they have, most of their money is in the house, but there's no equity in the house. And the horses, but again, with the horses, are they actually retired? Has anyone looked into this? This is what I mean, that the creditors need to get together and hire a freaking PI. And if they all split it between them, it's very affordable if they all split it. So, in my opinion. Mother Pugger said, and she said, it's the worst she's seen in regards of misrepresentation. Yes, I love that Queen Jennifer said that. She's like, it's literally the worst I've seen. So I hope they put that in the minute entry. How egregious it is. Tony said, I love you, Hellville. Aw, but I swear there was 2 different hearings because I totally felt like a total sleeper. Yeah, I think it was a lot more subtle, but it was there. It was there. It was a lot more subtle for sure. But I mean, how much more could they do? They don't want it in bankruptcy court because it's just going to cost bankruptcy court a ton of money to go through all their shit and try to find anything of value. So, you know, I understand that they just wanted to basically kick it out. Henrietta said, I still think there are no real consequences and it gets my goat. Yeah, I really want them to all face consequences. Again, they're all horrible humans. There are no assets. I get it. You can You can't squeeze blood from a turnip. No, you can't. But I still see actual consequence. But until I see actual consequences, I will be upset. Guys, I can't read today, apparently. Yes, I will be upset if there are no consequences, but I will also be surprised if there are no consequences. I think, cause exists for them to be reported to multiple agencies, essentially. The IRS, the Attorney General, the U.S. Attorney. I think that was originally what was said, the U.S. Attorney for defrauding the bankruptcy process. Why are they so slippery? I don't know. I don't get it. Everyone else would be in jail. I always say, with my shopping addiction, I'm gonna end up in pauper's prison or debtor's prison. Is that even still a thing? I don't know, but like, how do they suffer no consequences and everyone else does? I don't get it. I do not understand. Mother Pugger said, Henrietta, I think they might be going to prison eventually. Yeah, I really, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll get to it, anyone. Yeah. Tony said, I'm surprised her hair isn't falling out. Yeah, I lost half my hair when I lost weight. Someone said it looked like she was wearing extensions in one of the hearings. Geez, spending more money on shit for your horrible appearance. Again, I'm so curious because people said that she's on dating apps, allegedly. I'm so curious what pictures she's using. Is she using her pictures when she was like a more normal weight, or is she using her anorexia pictures? Everyone hydrate. I feel like I'm not hydrating enough. I'm in the desert and I'm just like drying out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, actually also, Tony, I lost a ton of hair even just when I had COVID. Obviously nothing to do with anorexia, but like if you get certain illnesses and things like that, like you really do and can lose a lot of hair. So I am also surprised, and I do know that that's a consequence for sure. Koi said, I broke my leg raking leaves. Oh my God, fell out of a tree. Nurses called me branch manager. That's so funny. So one of my really good friends, her elderly mother, I think in her late 70s, early 80s, I'm not entirely sure, she decided to go on a ladder and like trim a bush or a tree or something, and she fell and hit her head, and my friend had to like come back and pick her up and take her to the hospital. Absolutely wild. Anyway, and then she got like a poisonous spider bite, and she had like a map going up her arm, and I was like, can you please go to an urgent care, please? Anyway, Cindy said maybe this is the calm before the storm. Yes, like I said, we all got to keep our fingers crossed for that. Maybe make some reports to the Attorney General and stuff like that. Tony said, I'm totally pretty enough. I'll write anybody other than judges that will listen. Oh, petty, not pretty. I'm totally petty enough. Yes, I'm also very petty. I think, though, we need to not write to the judges, but to the actual, like, the prosecutions and you know, whoever would be actually, like, going after them, basically. Like, the judges are just there to decide if the prosecution is correct or the, you know, the defense is correct. So writing the judges is not going to get anything done, I don't think. Mother Pugger said, yeah, I missed the first 8 to 10 minutes or so because I couldn't figure it out. I didn't hear the November thing either. It's annoying. Yeah, I don't know why my audio suddenly didn't work. I don't know if it's because it's a different microphone and I didn't have my speakers connected or whatever, but usually I have it connected to headphones, and then when I tried to put headphones in, it wasn't working. I don't know why my audio wasn't working for the first, like, however many minutes. It's really frustrating. And I, like, am relatively tech friendly, and I just don't understand what happened there. But I'm happy I was able to finally get it working so that I could hear this stuff and then tell you guys about it. So thank God. Koi said, then they amputated the wrong leg. So you have an amputated leg, but the wrong one? Or is this like a story that you're telling? Um, you don't have a leg to stand on? Okay. That's funny. Lori said they could have paid half of the $500,000 on the mortgage. Yeah, they could have. They could have. They spent $500,000 in, what was it, 18 months out of that, in and out of that account. That's some wild shit. Will I ever even see $500,000 in my lifetime? That's a question mark. Must be nice. Leon said, does anybody want a pen pal? As in handwritten. That's cute. Hey, he's willing to write letters, guys. Love a long form letter, love a handwritten letter. It's great. Tony said, you can absolutely drop dime to the Attorney General about the GoFundMe. Yes, yes. And the LLCs, absolutely, yes. That doesn't get brought up enough, the fraudulent LLCs and how they're paying for advertising or whatever. I don't know that LizMax is being advertised, but there's stuff running through there per TIF, so that shouldn't be running through there. So there's that. That one should be shut down. Tony said, I just wish the judge would have made a ruling on the record or finding a fact that they did file in bad faith and not just Jennifer saying it. She agreed in less words, but I agree. And we haven't seen the minute entry yet. Maybe the minute entry will have that. I don't know how much they generally include in the minute entry in bankruptcy court or whatever. This is literally like the first legal case that I've like seen other than my own, which was an employment case. So that was a whole different beast. But I'm not an expert in legal matters. I do understand a lot of legal things, A, because of the case that I was in, and B, because I actually had some interest in becoming a lawyer at one point. Then I realized the whole career is homework, so I hate homework. I've never been good at homework. Adam said, you look happy and very much relaxed. Thank you for taking the time to do. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, no problem. I was just like, it was a quick one, so let me just whip this out and then I can go to the pool. Teresa said, Laura will request her jail stint to be served in juvie hall because she competes within kids bracket. Maybe she could jump over some prison bars. Oh my God. I wonder if they have a berries in jail. But yeah, they should have bought gym equipment. That was a good comment. It's so much cheaper and you know, Ron could use it for physical therapy, and there are so many reasons that having gym equipment in your home is like better than going to a gym. But anyways, LL Cool Blom says the Owens behavior makes me want to bring back Doc Debtor's prison. Yeah. It's Blom like prom. Yeah, I know, my brain just like reads it wrong. I'm so sorry. Like after I like zoomed in with my face and like looked at it, I was like, oh, that's Blom, not Blam. But my brain just keeps misreading it, so I apologize for that. My brain is a weird place, guys. Koi said, I use Amazon dating app. They have a dating app, or are you kidding? But it took 3 weeks for Trixie to arrive on port. Okay. Who are you dating? Who's Trixie? Is it a dog? Oh my goodness. My financial advisor said I will be able to retire when I turn 132. Yeah, I think that was Jan's plan, to have Ron work until he was 132, but that didn't work out so well because he got Parkinson's. Damn it. Just been blame Parkinson's for everything. Teresa said the IRS whistleblowers program finder's fee 15% and 30% for unpaid taxes. Well, less than it's up to their discretion from the 211 or tip portal. Okay. Maybe write in the former Dave's Discord. What is it? FDD or something, or FFDD. I don't know what people are calling it, but maybe write something about contacting them so that we can all make a little money off of these idiots. Anyway, yeah, $2 million in unpaid taxes. Is it $2 million in unpaid taxes that they have, or it's just if it's $2 million in unpaid taxes or more, you get the finder's fee? That's my question. Everyone hydrate. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go do stuff. But thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Teresa said, no, that's the threshold for the IRS to get you 15 to 30%. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so if they owe $2 million or more in taxes, then you get the finder's fee. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think they owe more than, oh, they might owe that much with penalties and interest. Oh, interesting. Maybe. I have no idea because we haven't seen their tax returns. Okay, well, I think most of you are probably in earlier time zones, so it's anyway. Have a good night, guys. It's like 7:41 in Eastern time, so my computer doesn't change the time for some reason, but yeah, so I will see you guys later. Thank you again so much for being here. I appreciate you. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and then, comment, and if you missed anything, rewatch, whatever. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay fiery, friends. Bye, guys.